Self a treasure hunter now.
Hunter now. Treasure Hunter level 1.
I'd consider that a job well done.
Huh.
Will that be all? Thanks.
What? No, no. What's up with that? Reading material, errands.
The working lives of people offer many. Oh, leaving?
Okay, reading material. Lakem Islands, 1822. Your pronounces Hyman. Can we check? Can't make any promise, but I'll do my damnedest, sir. That's it, be on the lookout. Understood. You've come all this way. It cannot end here. The Hero King. The Gloria. This beauty was passed down to me by my late father. She was built utilizing the most advanced technology of the time, and has seen us through our most ambitious adventures, some of which are likely qualified as too ambitious. The years of wear and tear eventually resulted in us turning her in for repairs. We had her fitted with enhancements. While on the outside she remains the same, she is now a beast of a different nature. The latest surge of innovations has allowed us to not only increase our output by 30 times, but do so on 1/10 of the fuel. The Gloria is our most trusted friend and ally, as our crew members, who have grown tenfold over the years, have come to say she is the ship that will carry us to the skies of freedom. 1.5 decades have passed since I left my homeland of Valthane behind. Despite my very best efforts, I have explored but a fraction of what the vast world has to offer. The love of adventure is something I inherited from my father. It has taken me to many places and lined my pockets with gold and other treasures beyond compare. It was never for material gain, however, that I traveled. My journey continues simply because I cannot rest until I find what? Talix the Han, the city of gold. I must accomplish what my father could not. A woman's distressed voice traveled through the voice pipes. Captain! Captain Rickson! Please report to the bridge post haste. What's happened, I asked. We will soon be arriving at the Latham Islands, sir. Excellent. I'll be right there. Quickly throwing on garments, I dashed down to the lower levels where the bridge was located. Thank you for coming on such short notice, Captain. Litzer's voice reverberated through the bridge's voice pipes. Litzer is our head of surveillance and operates our mechatech radars. Her main task is to keep watch of the surrounding skies and the grounds below for anything unusual. Ah! Is that what you wish to show me? On the expanse seas that unfolded before us, I spotted islands the size of grains of rice upon the horizon. Yes, we finally made it. 3 years and 5 months have passed since we began this journey. I'm surprised I managed to get us this far. You got us this far? Ha! I'm the reason this ship stayed aloft for as long as it did. That is Haman, our pilot, and this is Abdullah, our engineer. Without their support, it would have been impossible to come this far. Congratulations, Captain Cannon, our weapons specialist, in charge of the command room of the Glama. I first came across Cannon in Vathek, where we had stopped to refuel. He was being assaulted by a group of men who had downed 1 pint too many. I stepped in to defend him, and he has called me Chief ever since. Shortly after that incident, I brought him aboard the Gloria to replace one of our artillerymen. As for his skill, let's just say he is improving daily. 'Tis a tad early for congratulations, Canon. After all, this is just the beginning. What? Just the beginning? Ah, that's right. There's something I forgot to tell you. According to the notes my father left behind, Galaxion, the city of gold, resides nestled among these islands, the Lacam Isles. In the ancient tongue, Galaxion means man of gold. According to legend, it was the name of a king that once perished over one of the Lacam Islands. It is said this island was blessed by the gods themselves, for their mountains abounded in gold. Calixthotham was the one to begin excavating these riches. Through large-scale mining operations, he gained abundance enough to build an empire. Their nation was awash with wealth. Everything, from tiny everyday goods to luxury items, was made of gold. This abundance, however, soon drew the attention of the Rakans. The city that once flourished during the Middle Ages soon fell under the imperial rule. Or so it goes in the child's fable, the Tales of Damun. And where this narrative ends, my father's begins. In his notes, he describes what he learned about the city of gold through his travels. Near the end of our journey, we landed on a small fishing village. At a small fishing village to replenish our supplies. There I met a man at a local tavern who claimed to be Calixthonion's last descendant. I was listening to him with only half-hearted enthusiasm, since he was known as something as the fabulous in town. After a while, however, the discussion took a rather interesting turn. He told me that shortly before Calixthon was overtaken by Ronka, they sealed the entirety of their wealth within a pair of stone gates. 4 royal retainers, known as the Black Guard, saw the deed done. Each had something called a keystone, and they are the only thing that can now break the seal upon the gates. All 4 keystones must be placed into the lock, or as he referred to it, the chasm. Doing so will cause the stone gates located somewhere in the Lacam Islands to open. Acting on a hunch, I mentioned to the elderly man that I had obtained something resembling this key from the Tower of the Dead. Upon revealing it to him, tears began to well in his eyes. "Lalabebe," he whispered. It was as though the word the people of Calixthania used to praise their gods slipped unconsciously from his mouth. Hearing it made my blood sing. This man was no fabulist, he spoke the truth. Somewhere in the Linkham Islands, behind the closed doors, the riches of Calixthania slumber. It is no doubt a treasure beyond reckoning. Yet it is not a love of gold that drew me into this pursuit. Generation after generation of seasoned treasure hunters have tried and failed to learn the whereabouts of this place. I simply hope to be the one to finally unravel the mystery. The road there is long and winding. Mayhap if I am unsuccessful, I will have to leave such dreams to my protege, who will have access to faster and more streamlined airships. Thus finding the city of gold fell to me, his son. With rapid advance in technology in recent years, the power to achieve this dream is in my grasp. I see. Kenan, who was hearing this story for the first time, stared at me with a bewildered look in his eye. It was abundantly clear that he had been unaware of our true objective for traveling to the Lacam Islands. While I am partially to blame for the confusion, I would be willing to bet a good deal that Abdul also provided our artilleryman with some rather misleading facts. Yes, it is a dream we have all come to share, right, Abdul Litzer? Indeed, absolutely. Me too, Chief. Please, let me share. In that moment, the Gloria trembled and the alarms began blaring. Was that an explosion? Everyone to your stations. Litzer, learn where that came from. Yes, sir. I pray to the gods, it's not them. Another explosion resounded, rocking the ship. Incoming at 12 o'clock, Captain. Size and speed indicate a fleet of 4, nay, 5, no, 6 battleships. They are of Palamencia origin, sir. Your orders. The Palamencia Empire is a military superpower that has gained control over more land than any other nation. They have been pursuing me ever since I made a wager with them. We will not be taken down, not today. Hi, Mom. Move us into the clouds ahead. They should obscure us for long enough to slip into the northern Neshalam Mountains. Affirmative. Shortly thereafter, we ascended into the rain clouds above. With the arrival of airships, people began developing aerial combat strategies. Of these, cloud stealthing is one of the more difficult to master. Despite all of the advances in technology, Magitech radars remain unable to track airships in clouds. It removes all visibility and is akin to disappearing into a smokescreen. The main disadvantage is that this maneuver only works when the sky is dense with clouds. Captain, we will soon be entering Isle of Neshalam territory. Excellent. Please begin our descent. Let's find a place to hide away on the western ridge. Ooh. Isle of Neshalam. The Lechem Islands are located off of the continent's far eastern coast. The Isles of Neshalam is the largest among them. Here there are two primary settlements. In the Alp to the west are sprawling farmlands, where the people live in prosperity off the land. To the east, hugged by twin peaks like a bustling fishing village. We managed to avoid the Palmencia warships and land amongst the island's western summits. After remaining aboard for a stretch of time to ensure it was safe to proceed, we made our way to Kowloon. Kowloon is the largest city in the west of Neshalam. There we republished our supplies and attempted to gather what information we could regarding the City of Gold. Is it true, Henman? Fortunately, it seems the road ahead is fraught with danger. As for the perilous adventure to which Hyman refers... Is everyone back on board? Good. Hyman, mind explaining to these lads what you're talking about? Certainly. If you could all gather around and take a look. This is our current position, the western mountains of Neshalam. This is where we want to be. The cluster of islands where the City of Gold is supposedly located. According to the results of our investigation, there are a total of 8 islands, none of which are large enough for us to land an airship on, which means the Gloria will need to remain airborne while we explore each island. I am unsure our fuel can last that long. Our target is about 280,000 sectors away from where we are now. We cannot afford to take multiple trips there and back, so we will be unable to refuel while we are over there? Precisely. To quickly review our situation. The nearby islands are too small for us to make a landing, so we will need to remain suspended in the air during the duration of each visit. Considering the ship's weight, that would consume more fuel than any forward movement would. We suspect Calix Sahan is located 280,000 sectors away from where we are now. It is not a distance easily traversed. Filling our fuel tank to the brim. I don't know why I'm doing that. We set up on what we suspected was the shortest route to our destination. Whatever it takes, we find our way back here to the Isle of Neshalam. The maximum amount of fuel we carry at any given time is 16,000 HP. A trip from one island to another will consume 500. I'm sorry, what now? Huh? We should be able to tour all the islands and return to Neshalam on just 15,000 HP if we are frugal with our consumption. Okay, hold on. Hold up.
These tomes are the product of much sweat and toil. By all means.
Hold on. If I'm gonna be doing this, I'm doing a freaking save here. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm doing a save. Resume. Okay, the following activities will deplete fuel. Moving, hovering, damage to the ship, repair to the ship. Please keep in mind there will be no place to refuel. The moment we reach 0 HP is when our journey comes to a permanent end. There are a total of 8 islands. 4 of them are regions that were once overseen by the Black Guard. The rest are where the treasures potentially lie stashed away. First order of business, however, would be to find the 4 keystones. Without them, we would have no hope of unlocking the stone gates that divide the world's wealth. Okay, listen everyone, this trip is a dangerous one. We'll be exploring a multitude of uninhabitable islands on bought time and limited fuel. After that, the Palmencias are hot on our trail. There are also a great many other unknown factors that face us. If you want to back out, now is your chance. Do you still intend to join me? Captain, do you need to even ask? Of course we are going with you. My heart flutters with excitement at the thought. Captain, I invested 3 years and 5 months in this journey. I would be a fool to quit at such a critical juncture. Let's get a move on, Chief. We got treasure to find. I don't know what to say. Thank you, everyone. Now, let's continue full steam ahead. Sir. Okay. Within the next few days, we made it to the island where we suspected the city of gold, Chaldean, once flourished. On our arrival, we gathered together to discuss how we should proceed. And that is where we are. We have confirmed there are 8 islands in this area. This is where the Gloria is, in the exact center of this circlet of islands. Let us refer to this as the central point. It will cost 100 HP to move from this central point to another region. We can proceed to one of the following: the northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. Each area has 2 islands. Moving from one island to another will cost an additional 100 HP. Due to the storm clouds that populate the sky, flying from northwest to the northeast or from the southwest to the southeast consumes significantly more fuel. Each trip will cost 300 HP. To avoid this, the best solution would be to return to the central point once before moving to the next island. While what you propose is efficient, what of us not being able to land? These islands are not too vast. We should be able to cover each of them about one day. It will take about 500 HP for us to keep the ship below while we conduct our search on the ground. Roger, let us ready for departure, everyone. In position. Yes, sir. Okay. Captain, we have made it to the central point. What would you like to do next? Oh, shit. Okay.
These tomes, I understand.
So that is when I'm actually able to start. Okay, I plan to do this whole thing. Captain, we can travel to any island from this point. They are all equivalent from where we are, so the amount of fuel needed will remain the same. Where would you like to go? Okay. I would say let's go north. Got into the northeast or the Horizon Islet in the Isle of Albernia. To the northwest are Kigo Isle, the Isle of Delight. Where would you like to go? Okay.
These tomes. Oh, leaving, are we?
Yeah, don't mind me keep doing the save here. Don't go back. I'm mostly doing it like this is because it's gonna allow me to be able to actually go through this. So, let's go northeast first. Where in the northeast would you like to go? Let's do the Marzian Islet. Captain, we have arrived above the Marzian Islet. What would you like to do? Let's explore. Okay. Logbook, Marzian Islet. We descended on the Marzian Islet, hoping to uncover the city of gold. According to our books, this was once home to the Lilliputans, a race of small folk. They were a happy and peaceful people. That is until the Protection arrived. As we were making our way back to the Gloria, I spotted a small sanctuary shrouded by trees. Walls decrepit on the outside. Inside was the bundle of exquisite treasures. There we discovered a pair of enormous scarlet-stained doors. We had no way of opening them, so we simply left them be. Ah! Okay, that was actually bad. That one was actually bad. So I'm loading it up.
These tomes.
Okay. So we know the Marzian Islet we are not able to do. Let's check the Isle of Albornia. Let's check this one. See if we can get something here. After we have arrived above the Isle of Vernon, what would you like to do? Let's explore. Because I plan to do this to where I'm not wasting HP. Logbook, Isle of Avaria. We descended upon Avaria, hoping to cover the city of gold. Times passed when men believed in the overgods. They searched fervently for the Isle of Avaria. It is here that the hallowed forbidden fruit is supposedly found. As we're making our way back to the glory, I spotted a small temple hidden away in the cave. While secluded on the outside, inside was a plethora of exquisite treasures. There we discovered a pair of enormous... Ah! Stop reading.
Very well.
Load.
These tomes.
Alright, resume. Okay. So we know nothing's in the northeast now. Let's check the northwest. Let's check Keyhole Isle. Okay. Let's explore. Okay, well, remaining completely unaffected by the massive explosion that occurred in the Palmencia capital. As we're making our way back to the glorious temple, can't do much anything there, huh? Oh, wait! Oh, reacting to the Kepis' presence, they quietly slid open. We made our way through a long, narrow tunnel. It opened up into a space with an altar, which had been built over a lake bed. Upon it rested a dully glowing red orb. Master Rickson has discovered the Blackguard's red orb. Ooh! Okay.
Till next time.
Okay, made progress. I made progress on that. That is good. Remember, what they lack in size, they make up for in speed and agility. Captain, your orders? Escape. Attack incoming. Brace for impact. Wait, in this? I just hit and damaged. Some residual energy struck the shoulder. A captain a direct hit? Indeed, all hands remain at your stations. Captain, your orders? We need to hit them with everything we have. Sir, since I was here, said a little too late. Prepare the artillery. Brace for shock. Fire the main cannon. We've hit the enemy. It has them in a panic. Let's use this to our advantage and retreat. Keeping damage to a minimum is a priority. Sir, manage to escape, sir. According to the Megatech radar, there are no other airships in the near facility. Excellent. Abdul, how was the ship? This is Abdul. Damage is as follows. Subtle propeller is down. We will need to use 100 HP to repair it. The ship's ability to fly should be effective. Good. If you come across any issues, however, I ask that you make the necessary repairs. Ivan, let us continue ahead at full speed. Sir, we must return to the central point at once. That's the only way we'll be able to shake the enemy ships. Understood. Yes, sir. Keep your eyes peeled. Yes, sir. Okay. Oh, yeah, it has a red orb on it now. Okay. Okay, I am starting to feel a little sleep, getting tired here.
Gathered, I'll
So
be waiting.
I'll finish this book up in the next portion. So we're gonna go ahead and save here, and I will see you guys in the next part. Hopefully, my stuff stops breaking on me. Have a good day, morning, evening, night, any day.